going to show you guys how I made these 4th of July cow keychains. So you'll need white fox leather, you'll need red vinyl, and also blue vinyl, and that's heat transfer vinyl we're going to be working with. So I'm cutting my fox leather first. I used an image I found in Design Space. I'm sure you can find it by searching cow, stars and stripes, or something along those lines. I made that 3 inches, I do believe, and then I duplicated that image and mirrored it, and then I rotated it upside down and put a rectangle into Design Space, sized it, I think like that it was 0.3 by like 1.5 or 2 inches. I don't know, you'll just have to play around with it until you get whichever works best for yours. And then I unloaded this. I only did one just so I could see if the size was correctly, and once I cut the fox leather out, I went and cut the vinyl out, and I used Snapshot so I could use it all in one cut, and made the black, the blue, and the white all one color in Design Space and cut it one time. That's a little hint and trick that I use. So as you can see here, I don't want to put all that in the video and make it too long, but I am going to show you guys how I layered this. And I don't press very long or very hard. I just gently press over it and slide around, and then whenever I peel, I roll. That way you can see if any vinyl didn't stick down to your fox leather, but you don't want to heat press too long or too hard, but you want to press enough. And because we're layering, this is going to get several presses, so I'm not worried about it being pressed too or not long enough. So now I'm going to lay the red layer down. I'm like losing my voice. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put the blue down. And guys, I mirrored the image so the flag and the stars are on the opposite side, on the back side of this keychain, which is what I'm doing first. So, of course, this the first one I did, and you learn from your first one. So my next one, I'm going to not mirror the image of the vinyl. I found out that the eyes are the same, so not all images work like that, but this image is going to work like that, if that makes any sense to you guys, so that the stars and stripes are on the right side of the cow's sunglasses on both sides of the keychain. So now I'm heat pressing the front side of the keychain, and again we're layering the vinyl, and I'm putting the black down first and then piecing in the red and the blue. I don't know if you guys caught this, but the cow actually come from Design Space image, and it was like a stars and stripes cow head or something like that is the name. I was actually searching under farm. That's it. And I found it, and I was like, ooh, I like that. I gotta do something with it. Now, the keychain template itself is not in Design Space, it's just the cow. I made the keychain template by duplicating the cow, which I had said in the beginning, and adding that rectangle in. You guys can play around with the rectangle size in the middle. It's different, honestly, for everything that I go to cut. I always change up the size. I always cut 1 or 2 keychains first and get the size down right before I cut like a bulk amount of them. Whenever I cut the bulk amount of these keychains after making this one, I actually sized them down a little bit, and I got 6 cuts on one piece of fox leather. So, I mean, the keychains are smaller, but they really don't need to be that big. I think I will offer both sizes though, because I did like the bigger ones too that were like 3 inches. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I glue this together. I'm going to use the E6000 glue. You don't want to apply your glue too close to the edge because when you press it or smash it or pinch it, whatever you want to call it, it'll goo out the sides and you'll have a mess. So just line it close to the edge, but not right on the edge. And don't make it too thick either. The technique I'm using here in the video is actually just squeezing it out and rubbing it kind of into the fabric so that when I do pinch it together, it doesn't gooze out the side as much. It does still gooze out some, but not as much. It definitely helps. If you guys have any tips or tricks on how to apply this better, please leave it in the comments below. I would love to hear. Also, you guys can find the link to this template in the descriptions below. It's on my Etsy site for $1.99, and you guys can cut unlimited amount of keychains with this file. You're just not allowed to resell it or give it out for free. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button below for future videos.